Welcome to the Digital How-To series. Today I'm going to explain what a Robots.txt file is. In an earlier edition of the How-To series, we were explaining what a sitemap is, essentially a list of pages that you give Google an instruction to in what's called a sitemap file to tell it where your pages are and what pages to discover and index in the search results. The Robots.txt file is kind of an instruction file to say allow or disallow a search bot or spider to discover different types of content. So it's separate to the XML sitemap. However, it's an important file in terms of instructing bots and spiders what content to ignore or what content to consider. So if we just have a look at an example here. So this is the Algorithm Agency website. Directly under that we have a little file called the Robots.txt. You can see here I've just zoomed in so you can see what it looks like. Put simply here, you can define a user agent or bot name. One example would be Googlebot, that's what their agent is called, that goes to crawl websites. In this case we're saying all user agents or bots or spiders by using this parameter star meaning everything. And then we have an instruction underneath that to say either allow or disallow that agent or any agent to discover content or to ignore or disregard content. In this case you can see we have a disallow instruction across any content or any items that exist under our WordPress admin section. The reason for that is really just a security issue. We don't want users and or any bots to be looking at configuration files within our content management system. However, you can see here we've got an allow instruction within that directory though to discover a particular item, in this case a piece of PHP. So you get the idea here. Firstly you name the bot or spider, or just leave an instruction to say star everything. Then you say allow or disallow that agent to be able to discover a particular page or piece of content on your website. So once that instruction is in place, those bots will consider these instructions as well as looking at the sitemap in order to discover what pages you do want Google to consider. One thing to note here though, when people are doing website development projects, maybe adding a new section to the site as an example, sometimes they might come in here whilst that section is work in progress and put an instruction in here to say, hey, disallow / new website section as an example. What's really important though is to make sure that when that development is completed, that instruction is removed so that that content is allowed to be indexed. It's not uncommon for a developer or even a marketing person to alter the Robots.txt file, and there may be an instruction in there to say disallow an important section of the site. So I would say what's very important is to use the diagnosis tool called Google Search Console and actually just check under sitemaps what is actually being discovered and that there are the right number of pages and the important pages being indexed successfully by Google. And that is an explanation of what a Robots.txt file is.